What's up guys, it's PBK and I'm here with Anna and she's sitting on the new DXRACER Tank Series chair which I got, and I'm sitting on my old King Series chair, and I'll let you guys know why I decided to get a new chair and go into some comparisons between the two. Here's a King Series chair over here that I've had for about 4 years now. 3 years and 3 months into it, it started falling apart on me. If you see our earlier videos, we did a DXRACER King Series review video. You can see how the chair looked before, back in the day when we first got it, compared to how it is now. So I contacted DXRACER hoping there'd be some kind of a replacement seat they can offer or some reupholstery work or anything, but unfortunately they don't, and the only thing they offer is you to buy a brand new chair when you already paid $400 for a gaming chair which you're hoping for it to last at least 5 to 6 years. This really didn't. The material on this is like the leather material that they have, which I don't recommend because obviously you see this is what happened and just started peeling and tearing in different locations. So originally I was like thinking I'm not going to be getting another DXRACER chair again. I'll be getting a different brand, but then when I thought to myself, I have to worry about maybe an international brand and international shipping and any customs headaches, or if something's wrong with the chair, any warranty issues, having to ship it internationally, I decided let me just give DXRACER another try with maybe a different material they have. So I contacted them again, I talked to them, they said they have a stitched mesh material chair which would hopefully be stronger and would last longer, which was available on the Tank Series chair. So I decided to buy the Tank Series chair. It costs more than the King Series, but I'm hoping this time around the Tank Series chair will actually last longer. However, as excited as I was to get the Tank Series chair in, right off the bat, I was very disappointed. After I took it out of the box and was getting ready to assemble it, I noticed there already is a tear over here in the chair on the side. So that really pissed me off. It's just another headache I have to deal with, and I would have thought that this is some QC issue they would have obviously looked into before shipping out. But I contacted them even though I don't feel like packing this whole thing back in the box and shipping it back to them. I'm waiting to hear back from them to see what they're going to be doing or what they'll offer me. But yeah, I mean, it just pisses me off that after dealing with that headache with the King Series of falling apart, I get this chair that already has some holes in it. It's just 2 small holes over here, and I'm pretty sure over time they'll spread. So as far as the design, the color scheme, I got the red and black on the Tank Series like I did on the King Series. I just like that color scheme. Look wise, I do think the Tank Series looks a little nicer than the King Series. I'll give you a quick 360. The lumbar support over here is also wider compared to the pillow that comes over there for the lumbar support on the King Series. The headrest pillow over here also is a little bit larger than the pillow over there for the King Series. And then here's a quick 360 of the King Series right here. Both these pillows are also adjustable. You can move them up and down as you please. Same with this one right here. You can move them higher, lower, whatever setting you want for that. Also, if you look over here on the legs, the red accents are a little more embossed and bigger compared to the King Series over there. As far as the casters on the bottom go, they look pretty much the same size, or for people who don't know what that is, the wheels for the chair. As you can see on the Tank Series, the material is different. It's not leather, it's that stitched mesh material they have, which they claim to last longer. However, we'll have to test it out for a few years and see what happens at the end. The King Series also has a stitched mesh material that the Tank Series has. However, on the King Series, the side linings over here, by your legs also, they're still that leather material, so I didn't want to risk getting that. So I decided to pay more and get the Tank Series. Even though the stitched mesh material might be a little bit stronger and last longer, you're going to have to be careful for keeping it clean because I'm pretty sure it'll get dirty much easier compared to the leather over there. Especially if you have any type of spills or anything, it'll definitely show on this chair, and I don't know if you'll be able to clean that out. The stitched mesh material is more like a fabric-y feel material, so things would actually seep in if you spill anything on it. Now as far as the arms go, Tank Series has the arm that goes up and down. You can rotate it to the side, also the other side, and also you can move it back and forth. Same thing with the King Series over here. You can move it up and down. You can move it back and forth. And there's a button over here on the inside that you press to move it forward and back. And you can also twist it back or sideways, both directions. Pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna put them both at their highest elevation. I'll measure for you guys real quick. Both chairs are at their lowest elevation and their armrests are at their highest elevation. So off the floor, On the King Series, the armrest is about 28.5 inches off the ground. And on the Tank Series, it's a little under 28 inches off the ground. The chairs do also bend somewhat inward. So this is as far as in as the Tank Series goes. But the King Series goes further, even though no one will sit that way, but just doing to show you guys how far in they go. So one noticeable difference on the King Series compared to the Tank Series, the backrest does go almost all the way down. So you have the capability to pretty much lay back completely. However, on the Tank Series, this is as far as it goes down. So I mean, it's still comfortable, but I like the fact that the King Series went even lower.
According to the website specs, the maximum seat height is 24 inches on the King Series compared to 22 inches on the Tank Series. So the King Series would sit 2 inches higher than the Tank Series would above the ground at its most elevated length. The minimum seat height is 20 inches on the King Series compared to 18 inches on the Tank Series. So the King Series would sit 2 inches higher than the Tank Series would above the ground at its lowest setting. So for shorter people or people who may have a shorter leg span would benefit using the Tank Series over the King Series, so their feet would be able to reach the ground. The seat on the Tank Series also has a larger area, coming in at 17.5 inches width in the front section, 16 inches width in the back section, and 20.5 inches in diameter compared to the King Series, which has 16 inches width in the front, 14.5 inches width in the back, and 19-inch diameter.
So when you look at both these chairs side by side, at its lowest setting, they both look almost identical from the elevation on the ground. And the Tank Series chair, the back of it does look a little bit lower than the front part of the chair. From the specs Anna read to you from the side, I would have thought that there would have been a more dramatic difference between the chairs. But when you look at them side by side, they almost look identical as far as elevation from the ground where the seats are. The back part of the Tank Series chair does look a little, the seat part does look a little bit lower than the front. But as far as anything else, they almost look identical. So I'm going to take a measuring tape myself and I'm going to measure the seat on the Tank Series, which is coming to 18 inches. And 18 inches also for the King Series. Pretty much identical in the front part of the chairs. So they're both at their lowest setting. And then at this highest elevation that both chairs can go, the Tank Series is coming in about 22 inches, a little under. And the King Series chair is coming in at about 21 inches. So as you can see, Anna's feet are elevated above the floor on the Tank Series at its highest setting, and she's 5'4". At its lowest setting, her feet do reach the ground. Are you comfortable, Anna?
Yeah, but it's a little difficult reaching the ground.
So again, for someone that's 5'4", the Tank Series still is somewhat difficult for your legs and it might be a little bit uncomfortable for you. So as you can see, I'm sitting on the Tank Series at its highest elevation and my feet don't completely reach the floor, only the tips of my toes do. And I'm 5'8", so I'd have to actually lower the chair to its lowest settings to be comfortable and have my feet completely flat on the floor. I weigh about 160 pounds and I feel the hydraulics have an issue when I'm trying to get it to go lower a little bit. I have to like wiggle a little bit. As you saw, Anna had to wiggle her way down too. So I'm assuming it needs someone that's a little bit heavier to push the hydraulics down since it's for more of a heavier built person. So on the King Series chair Anna's sitting on right now at the highest settings, her feet still don't reach the floor, even though she said it's a little bit better than the Tank Series, but she'll still have to lower the chair all the way to the lowest setting to actually have her feet flat on the floor. So as you can see, she weighs about 120 pounds, and on the King Series, the maximum rated weight is 275 pounds. So the hydraulic goes down a little more easier because she's lighter compared to on the Tank Series, where the hydraulic is a little bit more stronger. So she has trouble actually getting the chair to go down. She has to wiggle her way down. And now I'm sitting on the King Series. My feet both are touching the floor and they're reaching it. So I'm still comfortable at this setting. I can even go all the way to the lowest setting and it makes no difference to me. My feet still reach the floor and I'm 5'8" again to remind you guys. So for the width of the chair, the front area is about 16.5 inches. Whereas the back part of the chair, it's about 14.5 inches. So now on the Tank Series, front part of the chair is about 17.5 inches compared to the back, which is about 16.5 inches. So you have a little bit more room on the Tank Series seat to move around and be more comfortable in. Whereas on the King Series seat, you're going to be a little bit more tight and more narrow compared to this one. So if you're a more larger build person, I would suggest getting the Tank Series, which would give you more room compared to the King Series. All right, now for the backrests. So off the floor, the Tank Series is going about 52 inches. And the King Series is going about 50.5. So the backrest on the Tank Series is a little bit higher. As far as price goes, the King Series start at $439, while the Tank Series start at $599. Overall, I do recommend the Tank Series over the King Series because for me it has more room. Also the material, I'm hoping I won't have to worry about the same thing happening that the leather did on the King Series. And what do you think, Anna?
I would have to agree with you. I like this chair a lot better. It's more comfortable and I like the overall design of it better.
Well, there you have it, guys. Now all that's left is for me to wait on and see what DXRACER says about the tool holes on the chair on the side and take it from there. So hopefully this video will help you guys decide on which chair is better for you. I suggest staying away from the leather material if you want it to last longer because you saw my experience with the King Series leather material. So I would stick with the stitched mesh material they have. Good luck to you guys and hopefully you guys can find the chair that you need.